in the Goddess of Stardom Championship tournament, where when they had their match, the same thing. It came down to you and Mirai being the last two in the ring. And again, you super like I don't want to sound crass, but she was very disrespectful, is what it is. It just smacking her up after the bell. And now this, I was like, I love you. Not you, but her, you.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Stardom Review. I am your co-host, Andre C. Right over here is my co-host, Melball. How you doing I guess it's evening for us recording this. How you doing this evening, Melball?
It is. Made it through the day. We're living the dream and just, we're surviving. It is what it is. What an incredible weekend of wrestling we've had, though. It is Sunday the 19th of February. We got to take in Battle of the Valley yesterday, Elimination Chamber from WWE. There are several local shows happening all over the place here.
Dungeon Wrestling happened in Calgary on Friday. Dang, it was a big old... Yeah,
even
big old weekend of wrestling.
Carl Carafel got to take in, I believe, Ace Austin yesterday. Pretty cool.
There you go. And yeah, our buddy Bobby Munson, in Saskatchewan there with PPW. Yeah, I got some real
Papa Smokes.
And Papa Smokes too. Yeah, a lot of wrestling going on right now. Really great wrestling. And we're here to talk about Stardom from February 11th and 12th. Like again, moving along with the Triangle Derby. I'll say this was at night 2. There was an amazing 3-way match on the February 12th show. I thought it was absolutely phenomenal. But dude, like I think for Stardom itself, it's only going to get better from here. I don't think we can't go down, because after this is over, we have the Cinderella tournament starting, which is a single elimination knockout tournament. Like, there's so much great stuff. And then same with New Japan, same with the local scene. We've got a lot of great wrestling on tap over the next couple of months with local pro wrestling. So like, I got so much wrestling to watch over the next while.
What a time to be a wrestling fan.
Oh, very, very much so. But before we get started, I want to thank all of you for watching this video. If you could give us a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below, because we want to talk to all of you. The more you comment, the more we get to interact with you. We love it. We absolutely do. And one last thing, give a big old shout out to Rogue Energy. My finger went too far over. Went to Rogue. There, Mel's got it. Rogue Energy. Scan the QR code down the corner.
Big bucks on getting these nails.
Or go to rogueenergy.com. Use the promo code OLEPODS for 10% off your order. I got to put one in on the next couple of days to get some of that blue raspberry that I absolutely love. So please go to them, because it helps us out. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. But we are going to get into February 11th and 12th of the Triangle Derby. I downloaded the actual show posters this time. I decided to get fancy with this one, Get a little fancy.
Very fancy. That's being said, though, did you see that there were all the banners that were hanging in all of the venues, essentially? Stardom really does like to do those. Spelling error on Rebel Enemy. Apparently they were Revel Enemy on their poster for a while there.
Are they Rebel Enemy now? Are they changing their name?
They're still Rebel Enemy. It was just a printing error. Very funny, very amusing. The girls are having a great time about it, though. They were joking about it on Twitter.
That's very odd. Check just for a night or two, the Rebel Enemy. They got to change it up. Keep everybody guessing.
Keep them on their toes.
But we get into the February 11th show, and we started off with a 4-way tag battle. You have Club Venus's Mina Shirakawa and Mariah May taking on Queen's Quest Lady C and Miyu Amasaki taking on Donna Del Mundo's Mai Sakurai and Thekla taking on Oedo Tai's Ruaka and Starlight Kid. I gotta say, Thekla's mask is dope as fudge. I'm gonna be clean about it, but dude, like just with the fangs on the front of the mask, I was like, oh, that was very, very pretty. I thought you said had something there. Sorry.
Like with Thekla, you know how much I love her. I mean, I'm the one who got you on her. This girl has become like my idol. I want to walk like this girl. I want shoulders like this girl. I want swagger like this girl. I just want to be Thekla right now. She's amazing. And her bout in this with Starlight Kid. Oh, dude, I love those two. Those are a fight forever pairing.
Well, it's their high speed division where they both worked for a while and really fighting off these two. It's just so good. But like, I gotta give huge shout out to Miyu Amasaki. This girl, like fairly new, has really risen up, and I find she keeps getting better. Yes, she's taking the pinfalls in a lot of these matches, but I think this girl is improving hand over fist. That pendulum DDT, so good. It just like does it almost as good as Kevin Knight. Like so good, and she seems getting to be more and more smooth in the ring. Is what I'm.
Something I wanted to note about this this kind of match is something we've mentioned actually before in the past with like the three-way matches. One person from each team is in the ring at each time. It's
like
not
all
like,
four, yeah.
Yeah, so like someone from Club Venus, someone from Queen's Quest, someone from Donna Del Mondo, someone from Oedo Tai. One person is in the ring at all times because, as you've mentioned in the past, it makes no sense to take out of a tag team match and not tag your own team. Like, it can create a desperation story angle, absolutely. There's ways to work around it. North American wrestling has been doing it for decades. But that doesn't, like, after a while, it just gets really, really repetitive. Having four women in there in this kind of tag battle actually sets up for a lot of really, really cool stuff that they can do. And this match did not disappoint in that respect at all.
Yeah, very much. Yeah, it was. I like seeing that. It's a difference from watching the North American style, seeing multiple members of a member of each team in the ring every time. And I do very much like that. I'm going to give another big shout out to Mariah May. This girl, it just keeps impressing the hell out of me. Because like when she throws a big boot, it looks like almost insanely devastating because it's the long legs just kicking up, dude. She's so good. And then Lady C just showing how dominant of a big girl wrestler that she is, and her and Ruaka in this match trying to like show power to each other, absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, but in the end, Starlight Kid Miyu got a pendulum DDT on Ruaka, but Starlight Kid breaks up the pin. Does a scoop. She ends up scoop slamming Miyu, and Ruaka hits the splash off the top to get the win to give Oedo Tai the win here in this four-way tag.
What's that move called again, Andre? What is
it? The freezer bomb.
There you go.
I have it written down on the next night. I just didn't have it written down on this one.
That's such a good move.
Oh, I love it. It's just such a random ass name too, freezer bomb. I love it.
Hey, I mean, Ruaka sort of is a random out there, and I love it. She's really impressed me, especially the last couple months working with Tora through the Goddess of Stardom Champion tournament. Now she's challenging with Tora, you and Nani Takahashi. Gonna be a great match.
That's gonna be a hell of a battle, I think, in that one. But we move on to a 6-woman tag. It's taking place with 2 teams. But these are 2 teams from the same division, same block. So this is not within the Triangle Derby. So you have. Oh no, sorry.
It's not with. Yeah, I was gonna say Giulia's not with Miami.
She's with I guess
Lady C.
Yeah, she's with Lady.
Yeah.
With Lady
it's almost. It's close.
Yeah, it threw me off. Sorry, I apologize. It looks right to me. That's what a team. and the thing is, Thekla and I kind of wish that Giulia would have been teaming with these two, because I think this would have been a team to this would have been the team to beat if this is the team that they put into this tournament as a 3. I love my Hemi with C, but goddamn, would I love to see this team run through the Triangle Derby together.
Hey, there's always next year, right?
So yeah, you have Donna Del Mondo's Giulia, Himeka, and Maika taking on the classmates of Hazuki, Koguma, and Iida from Stars. Koguma and Himeka doing the bear pose at the start, and getting to Maika to do it, then getting Iida to join in doing her gorilla thing, and then bringing in Giulia and Hazuki, and like all of them doing it in a circle around them. Absolutely hilarious. And then Maika and Himeka attack Hazuki, and Iida and Koguma attack Giulia, tossing them out. It was just so much funny to see in the way they did it. But just really, I thought this was a really great, fast-paced match, especially coming from Hazuki and Koguma. Those two, like, when they're in there, they don't stop. It's just nothing but speed. Iida getting the fast chops on Giulia, and then getting that double sledge to knock her down. Like, that's a great spot for Iida. Like, again, against the champion, like, it makes her look strong against the champion. Yes, she has been the one taking the pins for her team, but it gave her like a nice little strong showing against the champion. I really did like that. The double suplex and sandwich clothesline to Iida by My Hemi, just it's brutal when they hit that double suplex and then just line her up and just crush her with that sandwich clothesline. Absolutely phenomenal. So and the end of the match comes with Giulia and Maika getting a backdrop drop kick combo, and Himeka and Giulia got that, and then Maika hits the big boot, gets two. So Maika hits the Maika Buster, which is like a spin, like a driver spun out into a side slam, and on Iida, and she gets the win. Really great 6-woman tag, in my opinion.
I have to agree. The only thing I want to add to the stuff to watch in this match was that diving shoulder from Iida off the shoulder or off the top turnbuckle onto Maika. Maika, again, she was really raging through this match. I felt Maika was very, 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 very dominant, especially at the end there with Himeka. I believe this was before Himeka had actually announced her.
Yes,
the night
they had the speech on the second night. They said she had announced it that day.
Yeah.
So I think it was ahead of the February 12th show that she did make the announcement. But I guarantee you Maika already knows about it. Like, there's no way she hasn't told her friends that she's retiring before it comes out publicly.
100%. But yeah, this was a really fun one. I felt that this was actually a very, very, very fun match. I agree with what you said at the beginning there. If that was the team that was going to be representing Donna Del Mondo in the trios tournament here, probably would have been a lot more dominant of a team. But that being said, also, we kind of expected that out of God's Eye in the Goddess of Stardom Championship tournament there, with
that is true,
being the world champion. And
they ended up in the middle. They ended up with like 7. Yeah, they end up with like 7 points in there, right? Kind of in the middle.
And that's not bad by any means.
No, but it's not as dominant as I thought they'd be, because it's a world champion. She was a world champion.
Champions in one team, you know. Yeah. But that being said, Giulia, I mean, Giulia is Giulia, man. We don't really know a whole lot about Inaba, and we know a lot about Maika and Himeka and what they're capable of. But yeah, this one was a lot of fun. You pretty much touched on everything I got. We're good.
Sorry about that.
No, don't apologize. That means we noticed the same good-ish.
So we move on to the first of the 4 triangle derby matches on this show, and it is Lollipops, Rina Amikura, Waka Tsukiyama, and Yuko Sakurai taking on H&M's Hanan, Mayu Iwatani, and Momo Kohgo. Really great. This is another one that was really fast-paced, because especially coming out of H&M's, they're all very quick working wrestlers, and the other 3 girls can obviously move quick, but you've really seen it here. But again, as we have said this almost every time we see Waka in a match, this is Waka. This is she gets so much focus, and again, not complaining, because I'm absolutely loving the focus that she's getting in this, because it's her struggling and fighting and wanting to get that big win, and it's just coming up short every time. But she's looking better and better and better every time. That Oblivion out of the ropes, the Liv Morgan flatliner, the Oblivion out of the ropes looks so, she's making it look better and better every time she does it. She looks smoother every time she's in there. Because I remember last year when watching her, I was like, she's like, she was really, yeah, but she's getting more and more, and she's getting better.
100%, 100%. I'm still on the fence on if I think she's going to be able to pick up that win to stay within the Cosmic Angels. And that being said, if she does pick up that win, will she want to stay after the whole situation? Right, her team seems to be very, very supportive of her. They're cheering her on as much as the crowd is to get that win. That she just hasn't been able to quite pick that up yet. I'm very curious to see how that story ends. But back to this match, someone who I actually really noticed in this one was Yuko. I really, really enjoyed her time in the ring. She's very, very good. And I've been missing seeing her the last little bit. I feel like we haven't seen her in a few shows. Probably.
Well, I don't think Lollipop has wrestled as a trios in a few shows. That's the thing.
Correct. Yeah. And we have seen Rina at like ringside and stuff, but I don't. Maybe I just am not noticing the hair.
And we have seen Rina, and we have seen Rina in a couple 3-ways and things like that opening shows. So yeah.
Yeah, this one was fun.
Very much so.
That really fun arm bar that Waka does. The like, I don't know what it's called. I just call it a piggyback arm bar.
I call it the Waka. I'm calling it the Waka ride.
I love it. You should tweet her that.
Tell her that. Should.
Yeah. This one was fun. Again, Hanan with those judos. I mean, it's such a simple thing, but and maybe it just speaks to the simplicity of the Melball's mind here. But like, I really like the perfection of those simple moves, the perfection of a simple German suplex, the perfection of a simple judo toss, the perfection of a really well done and executed European uppercut. Stuff like that just brings me joy. Mayu and just her reckless disregard for her own personal safety is always a highlight whenever she's in the ring. Yeah, and Rina's got such a personality. Absolutely love watching her wrestle. She just gets so excited and so excitable, and she hypes up everyone around her. I absolutely love it.
Oh, she's absolutely phenomenal. But in the end of this match, Hanan hits the backdrop driver on Waka Tsukiyama and gets the win. Again, Waka taking the loss. It's again, it seems formulaic, but I don't mind it even in the slightest because like it's her story. It's her trying to get so close and then it getting all pulled away from her. Not just her partner losing, it's her getting screwed and beaten, not screwed, but getting beaten in the end. And it's more, and it's every time she comes back, it's more determination from her.
100%. I'm very excited to see how that story concludes.
Me too.